Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today you're looking at a stock Subaru BRZ. Now, why is that? Well, it's because I've been suggested to build a car on Instagram that has been a major influence upon the 86 community over the past, I would say, maybe a couple of years or so. His name is at LiftedBRZ, or Perkins, as some people in the 86 community know him as. Basically, his car is literally a lifted Rocket Bunny BRZ that he uses for rallycross, and I'll show you guys some pictures of it on the screen right now. Just a crazy build, but I love the whole idea behind the fact that he did it. The fact that he was like, yeah, there's got a BRZ. Let's take it off-road. Seems like a good idea. So, first up, we are going to go ahead and go right into the upgrades. Unfortunately, we can only put the full V2 Rocket Bunny kit on this car. We can't do V1 fenders and then stock bumper, unfortunately. Number one, they patched that glitch, and number two, it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of sucks that they don't let you do it outright. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to run a race brake upgrade. We are going to lift it, and then from there we are going to run, let's see, race weight reduction, a full cage, and we're going to do race anti-roll bars, but only because I'm going to soften them down, and we're going to do a proper off-road setup on this car. And let's see, we're going to build the NA engine because the car as it sits now is naturally aspirated. And as far as, well, after that, too, we're going to be doing a couple of modifications to to a couple of different things in the tune. Now, for the tire compound, he actually runs a off-road compound tire, like a all-terrain almost, and I'm not exactly sure what compound it is, and I'm also not sure how wide they are, but for wide body purposes, I'm going to just run a 255 square. I know we could run much wider in the back. We can run a 305 in the back if we want to. I'm not going to run that wide. I'm going to try and stick with kind of how he's got the build. I don't know his exact wheel and tire specs, so I'm just going to run a 255 front and back, and then for wheels, I'm going to run something that looks sort of off-roadish, and you'll have to forgive me because I'm literally actually looking right now at his build just to see, well, I'll tell you what, cut here. These are pretty close to the wheels that he's running. They're right about the same thing. We just need to dial in his wheel color, and we should be right there with his setup. So what we're going to do is, yeah, I'm just going to try and get the color correct, and then that should be right about as close as we can get to his wheel and tire setup, again, without knowing exact specifics. So NA engine, we're just going to build it out a little bit just to get some little bit more power out of it. Probably going to go for, we'll go for around, I don't know, right under 300 probably. Did I do race exhaust? I did do race exhaust. I always do race exhaust. Let's see. Maybe one more thing. What's that? What is that? 281? That's not bad. I kind of want a little bit more. 300. That's perfect. That's perfect. I know that's more power than he actually runs. I think he's running stock power, honestly. But at this point, all we really have left to do is, let's see. We take that off. We can take that off, so we're going to. We can take it off, so we're going to take it off. And that's not really the hood he's running, so I'm going to leave the hood alone. And if you're watching right now, Mr. Perkins, I do apologize for the V2 front bumper. Forza does not let me change that. So it's pretty much whatever you, when it comes to the Rocket Bunny kits, it's pretty much you have to work with what they give you. And that just so happens to be what they gave me in this game. Well, give everybody in this game. So anyways, let's see about getting the paint right. And there's not much we have to do here. There's not much to do with the paint, honestly. We just have to get this wheel color dialed in, that's definitely not it. So I'm going to go ahead and it's kind of like, it's almost like off gold, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I'm going to have to probably, honestly, kind of tune the color to it. It's kind of a semi-gloss. We'll do maybe not quite that bright. That's getting closer to it, honestly. That's getting closer to it. They are right about... That's really close. Right about... That's decently close. I don't know. It's not... His wheels aren't quite that brown, I feel like. That's a little bit closer to it. Yeah, I keep looking back at his wheels, and I'm like, you know what? It's close. It's really close. His wheel color is very odd. It's not like it's not an exact wheel color that you see very often. So, and he's got like also a ton of stickers on his car that would take a really long time to replicate. So, like way longer than we could do in a single video build. And I'd have to give it to a designer to do that. And we may do that later on in the future, but there was a period of time where he was running the stock color. He was running the stock color and just that with these wheels, with the lifted setup. So now we're going to go ahead and modify the suspension a little bit. Well, I say modify the suspension. We're going to tune the suspension just a little bit, see if we can get it dialed in, and then we're going to go take it into the dirt. Now, I don't know why it lowered the gear ratio. We got to put it back to 410 because that's factory gears. A little bit more negative camber in the front, not too much. We're going to go ahead and kind of soften everything. Not completely, but going to soften everything a good bit. There we go, and there we go. Ride height's all the way where it needs to be. Sway bars, actually, I just realized we're going a lot softer on the sway bars. Okay, now, springs were good. Dampening, we'll soften it down just a little bit. I'm trying to get a, kind of a more off-road ready response. And bump up the pressure just a little bit, 105. Diff, we're going to bring decel back to about... So to try 75-40 and see how that works for us. And then from there, time to head to the dirt. God, this thing, wow. All right, now, dirt time. What does that mean? We're going to the Outback. And let's see, airport danger sign, PR stunt, PR stunt. I'm going to spawn it right here, drive it around on dirt for just a little while, and then we'll see how it actually, we'll see how it responds once we actually put it in a race. Because when we put it in a race, or usually when you put a car in a race like that, usually that's when stuff gets real and you really figure out if you've set it up right or set it up really, really wrong. So we're about to find out. Let's see. All right, let's see how this suspension setup does. I like it. I mean, in relation to the power, it's very nice. It turns in pretty effortlessly, honestly. Like, oh, look how that suspension soaks up bumps. Oh, yeah. What's that, pavement? Screw that, we're heading back this way. I have no interest in your pavement, sir. Or at least this car does. Neither does his owner, or its owner. Alright, we'll make a right. E-brake on the way in. Thing responds super well. It feels like it was made for this, honestly. Now I can kind of understand where he got the idea for his build. I mean, it's just so, like, at this, especially at this power level, like, this car legit loves the dirt. Like, I don't know. Oh, drift zone. I'm not prepared for this, like, at all. We would need more entry speed, and I would need a specific line. Yeah, that was the worst drift zone I've ever done. I'm not even kidding about that. That's literally the worst drift zone I've ever done. Let's do, or the worst performance on a drift zone that I've almost ever had. So let's run this Outback event. Oh, yeah. This should be a good test. Got some dirt on the car now, too. looks a lot more like his car actually would. But also want to give a big shout out to him if he is watching, and just let me say to you, sir, that you've done a brilliant job with your car, and I love following the build. Like, there's certain builds that I follow on Instagram, like just to follow, just so I can see what they're doing, and I love following this guy's build, man. It's just it's really cool, and it's really creative, and it's functional. That's the coolest part, is that he took something like a creative, crazy idea and made it functional and enjoyable. It's going to be an interesting grid to race against. He's lifted too. Why is he lifted? What, sir? No. No, go home. This is not your build. Okay, as usual, power is a bit of an issue. I mean, for an NABRZ, power is going to be a bit of an issue, but we're quickly catching up. Quickly. Oh, if we can get around that corner. If we can get around that corner without completely screwing up. All right, dirt time. Let's get it. Oh, God. Oh. Well, that went well. Not particularly, but get a little bit of a... you know what? I'm just going to drift it. I'm just going to drift into the corner. I'm not even going to care. And 30% complete. I need to get up to the top of the front of the pack, like, now and quit screwing around. I mean, it's a fun car to drive. I'm having a ton of fun with it, but damn. Okay. That needs a rewind. Like now. And another one. Alright, let's see if I can outbrake any of these guys. Did we? Yeah, we did. Excuse me. Oh, I see how it is. Damn. Damn, bro. Come on. %, 45. Come on. I think we can make it, though. We're within range to make it. Around the corner, come on. There it is. There it is. Come on, I'm staying in the power. It's just like, I need more. More speed, please. Oh my God. This is a weird setup for a corner. It's hilarious, though, how it just bounces after every corner. I love that. Nearly there. Come on. Oh, that FC. That FC has a bit of a... Well, he had a bit of a power advantage on us. I think we got a bit of a draft off him, though. We're drafting the hell out of this R34. Slingshot, and... Whoa, I didn't need to brake for that. I'm surprised, actually. Normally, you really have to brake for that corner, and you have to set up well in advance. That went well. Right out to almost red line. This car just wants to be sideways. It always wants to be sideways. I mean, that's a good thing, and I love that. But it still always wants to be freaking sideways. It's fun, though. I imagine that's probably how the actual LiftedBRZ drives, especially on dirt. Hello, FC. Yeah, no, bro. This is mine. But that was a super fun build. I love that car. I'm totally okay with this setup as an as an actual idea and something that you do. Dude, I love it. If you guys enjoyed this build and enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. Feel free to check out LiftedBRZ on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Talk to you guys later.